What's up, everyone? I'm reviewing Deathloop today. I got 3 different parts of this. I'm going to do the overall review of it. Colt's part and Juliana's part, because I've got my mixed feelings about Juliana's part. I want to do a whole video on that alone. And the overall is going to be how I view the game overall. I played a lot of time, not a lot, but I played enough in the game to have a personal view of the game, personal opinion of the game. It's really good that the game is like it is. I think it's really cool. It reminds me a lot of Dishonored 2, which was the same developers, I understand. It's pretty cool that they did what they did with this game. Colt's part of the game, the story of Colt, I never completed the story so far. I haven't completed it yet, because I'm still doing my thing in the game, still trying to learn all the little tricks that they got you have to learn, all that. It's pretty cool. I think Colt's part is the stronger point of the game in my opinion as well. Colt you have so much to do with Colt. Like, instead of just going in Juliana's part, I'm going to talk about Juliana's part. Stop getting off track, following. Anyways, there is so much that Colt has to do. He killed 8 people in one day, and if you're not, you go restart the whole freaking day. I felt that was a real eye-opener, because you gotta actually manage your time in the game. You gotta manage, okay, if I go after this person, can I kill another person with that person? Can I do this? Can I do that? Can I do this? Can I do that? And then you get the 2 retries. If you die, you can respawn. Like a little further back, but you can still respawn. And that was a cool little feature. That's not been done in the game. I tried to be stealthy and not run in and kill everything, because I didn't want a whole lot of mess. I wanted to feel the game for a stealth-based game that I think it was supposed to be. I think Colt's thing was supposed to be a stealth-based game. I could be wrong, because I mean it does say that you choose your own style of play. You could run and gun it if you want, or you could do whatever. But I honestly think it was meant to be a stealth-based thing. I tried to be stealth based. It was really good. I thought I was pretty decent at it. But the AI itself in the game is, oh my god. The AI can be pretty dumb. I mean pretty dumb, I mean really freaking dumb. They can look at you dead and what was that? And not even notice you half the time. They sometimes shoot worse than a freaking stormtrooper on my game. Like, god. The AI was trash. Gave me a brain headache just even thinking about it. Just say brain headache? It's weird. But they gave me a headache just sitting there. Which comes back to my idea that the game was supposed to be a stealth-based game with the option of violence in it, because yeesh, the AI is not that great. Could have been a lot better. Could have been a lot worse too, in my opinion, but just wasn't the greatest. Could have been a lot better. AI could have been a spot better than it is. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Colt, when he wakes up and everything, like, oh, where am I? What am I doing? I drunk too hard. Like, he doesn't know what's going on. But you would think it'd be like that the whole time, since it started out like that. But it's not. After you wake up and you go through your little loop the first time, he remembers everything like it happened before. And he does it again and again and again. Every time he wakes up, it's something different with him. It's something different with him every time he wakes up. I don't understand why at the beginning, I mean, I get that it's from a game point perspective, it was, I'm trying to just let you get your feet wet in the game, but you would think that he would know what's going on because you die at the beginning of the game. Wait. Death. Juliana kills you at the beginning of the game. No big surprise there, because the game's called Deathloop and you do die constantly. God. can you die constantly. If you really screw up like I was at the beginning of the game, yeah, you would die constantly. I died constantly at the beginning because I was trying to run and gun it, and I don't do run and guns too well. Back to what I was saying though. Colt has a unique standpoint on the view. When you start to learn the whole play of the game, like the whole tutorial gets done, you kill your first variant, blah blah blah, all that, you go through, and it's just another day. Just another day in Colt's life. Or should I say the same day in Colt's life over and over and over. I don't know how it happens this way. I don't understand how at the beginning Colt was like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know the code. And now he knows the code. Because he said it. Because his alternate reality, his alternate self said it. His other timeline said it or something. I don't know. I'm confused on that part. That part confuses me still. Because I don't understand what the thing is. Really confusing on that point. Where the time loops merged, where you could see Colt's other self for a while. Did Colt break the loop for a second just to talk to himself? That confuses me. The part where you could actually explore each area and get information for Colt to do, that was cool. Because each area has its own variant, has own, like during the day it has different enemies to fight during that time, like they respawn in different areas, it has a different variant. It was really cool, a really nice feature. Colt was done well. The story of Colt was done well. I've not beat it, like I said, still working on it, but the story of Colt was done pretty well. Now, you can say it's crazy all fun when you're just sitting here trying to up the game like every review. I'm not saying the game is a 10 out of 10. It does not feel like a 10 out of 10 game. IGN and all them will say it's a 10 out of 10 game. I would label Colt's part, just Colt's part alone, about a 7 out of 10. If it was just Colt's part alone, the game would be a 7 out of 10 overall. Now, there's no like lag in it when you're playing as Colt. There's no issues when you're playing as Colt that I see. Colt was pretty flawlessly done. And that's what everyone wants to see in a game, is flawlessness. Now, I do not know what to say about Juliana just yet, because I'm still all over the place with Juliana. The Juliana thing is just, ugh. Snore. I don't know how anyone can play Juliana. But the Colt thing was really cool. Colt, where you choose your own style, you could run and gun it. You could sneak around to enemies and kill them. You could kill just the variants and leave quietly. All of that could be done with just your playstyle, how you play. Just like Dishonored 2 was how you played. Dishonored 1, how you played. Everything was about how you played, of the ending you get. Well, this one don't have multiple endings that I know of, but it could. It could. I don't know. I don't think it does. I think it's just break the loop or protect the loop. And the main story is break the loop. Break that loop. You can break the loop, you beat the game, and that's a pretty hard thing to do. Knowing that this game's mechanics are really freaking difficult. Because you actually have to fail several times, get information, get intel you need to gather up to take down all the variants. It's like Colt said in one of the cutscenes, he's a stubborn bastard, and it shows. He is a stubborn bastard. And what Colt has that Juliana doesn't have is really cool is like these little tips or hints you see out with Colt. Like you can see it from other Colts or talking to him or something. Like reload or shoot this or something. It's really cool little mechanic feature there. And I don't know how it's like how it's plays into the whole thing, except for like it's probably Colt talking to himself, because he does it a lot during the game. Talks to Juliana, then he talks to himself. That's a big thing for him. He talks to himself. I don't know what else to do with Colt but keep trying and trying and trying. Be a real stubborn bastard. Be that guy that gets all the information needed to stop the variant, stop the loop, to break the loop completely and win the game. I don't know how well I'm going to do at it. From what I've played so far of Colt's side, I really enjoy it. I really enjoy Colt's part. Colt is, as a character, he's he has the personality more. He has more personality than Ethan Winters. Don't get me wrong, but he's still not one of my favorite characters. I don't know if it's because of the banter between him and Juliana that just doesn't sit well with me, because he's like, oh fuck, or I drunk too much or something. He just doesn't sit well the character wise for me. But he is a good character. He's better than some that I've played in recent years. Now, I won't say he's the greatest, because he's far from the greatest, but trust me, he's not the greatest character in the world. There is a lot of issues I have with him, like his development. His development happens every time he dies, he gets angrier or something. And Juliana comes across as, huh, you've said that before. So it's like, is there really character development here for Cole, or is it just another thing where it's, if I restart this game from the beginning, will any of it actually matter with development, or as I quote, development? Like I said, I don't think there's actual development with Colt. It's just he gets angrier. He gets angrier, and you as the player have to learn how to not get him killed. Overall, 7 out of 10 with Colt. Really good character. So far, I've only killed 2 variants, and I had to restart and do that a million freaking times, it feels like, just to get them. But I would recommend just playing Colt's story of the thing. Juliana's part will be next. If you enjoyed this, please hit the like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon. This is the Fallen One. I'm out.